Okay, hi you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to Claire's YouTube channel. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys recognize this beauty right here. We have done her hair countless times on my channel and we are doing it once again today. We took her dark about 6 months ago, back in August, and she is now ready to go blonde for spring. So it is January. We are going to be starting the blonding process now. Oh, it's February 1st. I forgot, it's February, so she's ready to start the blonding process, and so she will be like back to her full self by like May or June. So if you're interested in watching how we do step 1 of this process, we're going to be doing Teasy lights on her to see how her hair lifts. She does have permanent color in there, and she is not scared to be a little darker still. She wants to keep some depth, so we're going to do a really dimensional, pretty brunette blonde color, and then we're going to take it slowly and do it really healthy. So if you're interested in watching this, stay tuned. Okay, you guys can see right here, we have a few different tones we're working with. So we have her natural regrowth, which is like a level 8. She's so light naturally. And then we have a few different color bands because we have done her hair so much. Sometimes we use demi, sometimes we use permanent. So you can kind of see demi, permanent, faded ends. So this is going to be very fun. I always recommend doing Teasy lights to start out just because then you can get a really good feel on how the hair is going to lift. If I was to go in and do a full highlight right now, I would get all sorts of crazy colors. But doing a Teasy light lifts a little easier and then it gives it a nicer blend and gives us a really good canvas, and then the next time we'll do a full highlight. Okay, so as you can see right here, we are starting in the back. I am doing a brick lay pattern for her. So I usually start off by doing a few slices on the bottom in thinner sections, just so that if she wears her hair up, it's a little brighter down there. And then I work into doing just the Teasy lights where I tease and highlight. So I did those few slices. I still teased those areas, but instead of weaving it out, I just did a straight slice. And now I'm back onto the weaving like I had said. So I am just following up her head, doing the same pattern. I do a few in the center, then a few on the side, a few on the other side, and it just gives us a really angled brick laid pattern, so it looks really natural when the hair lays down.
Time stops when I'm falling for you. The world stops spinning. My head is spinning too. Time stops when I'm falling.
So then this is what my angled pattern looks like. It's on the left side of the head. I usually do 2 or 3 foils and then I'll switch to the right side. I really like working with the head shape because if you put everything just down flat in the back, it's going to look really funny when it falls. You have to think about the growth pattern of your client, where the sun would naturally hit their hair, and what it's going to look like when the foils are out. As always, I am focusing around the hairline to give it a brighter appearance right there. As you can see, I weaved out a little bit and then I'm going to be doing a regular highlight. I just left out a few baby hairs because I do want this to be pretty bright in the front. I'm not really sure how her hair is going to lift at this point, so I'm doing a few highlights rather than slices because I don't want to be stuck with a slice that's multicolored. So we're just doing a few highlights back to back, and then we will lead back into Teasy lights so it looks really natural when it meets with the Teasy lights in the other sections. And I am using the Framar paintbrush. I absolutely love this. I believe it's called the Power Painter. This was the holiday edition, so it's cute because it's glittery. I have a white and a purple one. I actually really love this for Teasy lights because that paintbrush gives it the effect of sweeping and it blends everything really, really well. And I also like doing it for highlighting. I've been using it for a lot of my traditional highlights as well. So if you haven't looked at this brush yet, you definitely need to check it out because it's incredible. So my lightener formulation is Schwarzkopf Blonde Me. I am only using 20 volume. I also mixed in a 1/16 ounce of Olaplex. In the past, I have talked about how Blonde Me has a bond enhancement built into it, so you don't necessarily need Olaplex, and that is 100% true. A lot of the times I don't add Olaplex in with it, but with her, since we are lifting her hair and it has been through a lot, I definitely want to make sure that we take her back to blonde in the healthiest way possible. So adding Olaplex can never hurt. The only thing it would ever do is just slow down the process a little bit since there's 2 bond enhancers in it, but it would never do anything bad to the hair. So I figured that more protection is better than less protection. So that's why I'm doing that for her hair. Also, I know that I have a lot of videos on highlighting, Teasy lights, blonde extensions. I know it can sometimes seem repetitive, and I'm really sorry for that. I tend to film what I do. So a lot of people ask for more like fashion colors and pixie cuts and stuff like that. And I only work in the salon 1 day a week. I don't take new clients. And so I just film my clients and then family and friends. And this is just the things that I do. These are what I specialize in and also what I teach in my classes. So my channel will be more focused around these techniques. I try to make my channel really similar so you guys have consistency. So you know I always will give you good color videos, extension videos. I'm starting to dabble into lifestyle a little bit as well. But just know that I'm trying to make every single video unique for you guys so it doesn't feel repetitive. But if you do have any constructive criticism or feedback for me, or if you have ideas for future videos, please let me know because I would love to give you guys the videos you want to see. Okay, so checking her foils, she lifted pretty evenly. There's not any crazy banding. There's definitely pieces that are warmer than the others, but for the most part, I'm super happy with how she lifted. Once again, this is why I love doing Teasy lights right off the bat because you get a more even lift. You can see what the hair is going to do, and it gives you a very good canvas to go through and highlight afterwards. Probably the most frustrating part about doing teasy lights is combing out the tease in the bowl. So I'm going to give you guys my little tips on how to work through this tease efficiently. So first, I always start off by clarifying my client's hair. I use Maxi Wash by Kevin Murphy, which is their clarifying shampoo, and I scrub with that and I kind of break down the tease as I'm washing. Afterwards, I coat the mids to ends in Olaplex number 2. This gives her a treatment but also helps condition her hair so that when I brush through the teasy lights, it's going to be really soft and smooth. And then I use my travel size brush that I just came out with. This brush efficiently goes through the tease so easily and combs it through awesome. So those are how I remove my teasy lights. Now that she is all brushed through, we parted her straight down the middle, and I am going to be doing a root smudge on her. I always start off by doing that hairline. So I do the perimeter of that section, and then I start in the bottom and I move my way up. So I am just doing a root smudge. I'm going about 2 to 3 inches down, and I'm working my way up the head on an angle, and then I will cross check and do an angle from the front, working my way back.
My heart stopped when I first saw you. My world stopped spinning. Now my world revolves around you. Did your heart stop when you first saw me? Did your world stop spinning? Does your world revolve around me? Me too. Me too. Should I stop falling for?
So in the past, when we do her retouch, we always use a level 5. We are definitely wanting to go lighter, and I'm not wanting to put a 5 right back over this. So even though it may be a little bit lighter than some of the dark we have throughout there, I'm going to be doing a 6-7 on her root just because I feel like it's going to blend a little better in the long run since we're wanting to go lighter, and we will be doing another highlighting session soon. So I'm using Cardigan Shein EQ. I am using 6N with 7NB. Equal parts with processing solution. I'm going to let this sit about 15 minutes, especially because her hair is a level 8 naturally and so stubborn. It doesn't hardly take demi-permanent color at all, so we'll see if this even covers. That's why we've had to use permanent on her in the past, but I'm thinking even if it doesn't cover 100%, it will blend everything out until our next session.
Is your world stop spinning? Is your head spinning too?
We are now toning with Redken Shades EQ using 8N, 8V, 8GI with a dash of 9P. 8N, 8V, 8GI is one of my favorite color combos for that perfect beigey iridescent blonde, but we're doing a little 9P just to cool it down a little bit, and there were some areas that lifted to a 9 as well, so I wanted to contribute a little bit of 9 in there. She lifted so well, you guys. I was so scared because we did have some permanent color in there, but she lifted seamlessly. Her hair is just amazing every time I do it. It pretty much does what I want it to. The only time we've ever had problems is the red color correction from about 2-3 years ago almost. You guys need to go back and watch that on my channel because we were up to like, I think 1 or 2 a.m. doing her hair, and it was literally like Ronald McDonald red and yellow. So you guys have to go check that video out because Mariah's hair has definitely been through the ringer. But I'm so excited to take her blonde again. She's been dark since August of last year, and we loved it on her, but she's just a blonde at heart. Like I said, she's a level 8 naturally. So I'm excited for her to be bright again, and I'm so happy with how this hair turned out.
Time stops when I'm falling for you. The world stops spinning.
Okay, now that the color is all done, we are adding tape and extensions. We are using 2 different colors to give a really dimensional piecey look. And you guys, these 2 extension colors literally match her hair dead on. As I'm putting them in, you guys can see that it's like the perfect color match. It's incredible. So on the bottom, we are using the Mariah. It's an 1822 and other extension lines if you need a guide. And then Desmond is what's going on top, and it matches so well. It's like dead on. And that one is a 8, 8, 18. It's kind of a weird combo. I created this myself. I wanted to mix a few different colors, and it just turned out so beautiful. It's definitely one of my favorite colors we have.
Time stops when I'm falling for you.
Oh my gosh, this looks unreal. You look like a princess.
You look like a princess.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set,
Oh my god!
She almost saw it.
I'm kidding.
You jerk. Ooh, I actually like it.
That's really pretty.
Good color.
This is a good starting color, don't
Oh
you
yeah.
think?
100%.
For a first session?
For a first
Look at
session.
that dimension.
100%. Wow, my hair actually matches.
It, like dead on. Your hair lifted to a Desmond-y Mariah.
Show the picture.